Let me take you on a journey, deep below our feet, across icy wastelands, secret war files, and ancient legends. Could there really be an entrance to a hidden underground world in Antarctica? Did the Nazis discover it? And why do so many ancient cultures share stories about civilizations beneath the earth? Our story begins with a Russian journalist named Nikolai Sabatin. After the Soviet Union collapsed, many secret files were declassified. In those documents, Sabatin found something shocking, a mystery buried in the ice. Nazi Germany and the race for lost worlds. During World War II, Nazi Germany wasn't just building weapons, they were chasing myths. But their technology was ahead of its time. The HO-229, the first jet-powered stealth bomber. The V-2 rocket, the foundation of modern space exploration. Alongside this advanced science, Nazi leaders were obsessed with occult knowledge and ancient powers. They believed that if they could find the Earth's axis, a mythical energy center, they could change time and history itself. They even sent expeditions to Tibet, searching for a legendary hidden land. After the war, Soviet intelligence found strange maps in Nazi archives. These maps showed underground tunnels beneath Antarctica. Some areas were marked with names like Asgard, the mythical Norse realm of the gods. Shambhala, a paradise from Tibetan legend, hidden deep within the earth. Sabatin believed the Nazis had found something. And they weren't the only ones. An American researcher named Rodney Clough spent over 40 years studying the Hollow Earth theory. One case stood out to him. During World War II, a German submarine called U-29 was sent on a top-secret mission. On board were 45 men. One of them was Carl Unger. In 1943, the submarine vanished without a trace. No wreckage, no survivors. Just gone. Years later, Carl Unger's friend received a handwritten letter. It said, "Dear comrade, U-229 has succeeded. The Earth is hollow. We are safe, but we cannot return. We are not prisoners. We are free." From Carl Unger? Was it a hoax? Or had the submarine slipped into a world hidden beneath our own? Operation High Jump, America's Antarctic secret. After the war, the US launched a huge Antarctic mission called Operation High Jump. Officially, it was to study weather and minerals. But it involved over 40 ships, submarines, and aircraft carriers. The weather study Antarctic mission's leader was Admiral Richard Byrd, one of the most respected explorers of his time. He claimed to have flown over both the North and South Poles. On February 19, 1947, something strange happened for another mission in North Pole. According to Byrd's secret flight log, his plane lifted off from an Arctic base and flew deep into the polar ice. For a while, everything seemed normal. But then the instruments went crazy. The compasses stopped working. The snow disappeared. And in the distance, real mountains appeared. Then came the shock. Beyond the mountains, Byrd saw a green valley with flowing rivers, forests, and mammoths. Yes, giant creatures thought extinct for thousands of years, walking through the trees. The air was warm, 27 Celsius degrees. And the light came from an unknown source. There was no sun, yet the area was lit. Then, flying saucers appeared, glowing discs with strange symbols. Suddenly, Byrd's plane was seized by an invisible force. A voice came through the radio calm and clear. "Welcome, General. You have nothing to fear. In 7 minutes, you will land safely." The engines shut off. The plane floated down, like it was riding on air. On the ground, tall, blonde, fair-skinned beings greeted him. They were peaceful, friendly. The city behind them shimmered like crystal, glowing with pulsing rainbow lights. Byrd and his crew were taken on a vehicle with no wheels, smooth and fast. Inside a massive hall, they were offered a hot drink unlike anything they'd ever tasted. Then, Byrd was taken to meet their leader. The leader told Byrd. They lived in a place called Arianni, an underground civilization that had existed for thousands of years. They said they watched the surface world from a distance, never interfering. But after the US dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they became deeply concerned. Their message was clear. Your world is on the brink of destruction. We tried to warn your leaders, but they attacked our ships. Tell your people, stop using nuclear weapons, or a dark age will come. Afterward, Byrd and his team were returned to their plane. 2 flying saucers escorted them back. Just before landing, a voice said, "Auf Wiedersehen," German for goodbye. Byrd reported everything to the US government. He spoke for over 6 hours at a classified meeting. Then, he was ordered to remain silent. He obeyed, until years later, when he wrote in his diary, "That land beyond the North Pole, it is a great mystery." And the Navy secretary who authorized Operation High Jump. He was sent to a psychiatric hospital, and later died under suspicious circumstances. But it's not just Nazi explorers or US generals who tell these stories. The Hopi people of North America have spoken for centuries about the Ant people, who lived underground and helped their ancestors survive ancient disasters. In 1961, a law student named Hank Craftsman was shown a secret cave in the Grand Canyon by a Hopi friend named Carl Kapavi Waltz. Inside, Hank claimed he discovered an underground world, and even fell in love with a beautiful woman who lived there. He planned to return to marry her. But when he came back to the cave, his friend was gone. Heartbroken, Hank never married until his 70s.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Share it, because some stories are meant to be discovered together. And stay curious. I'll see you in the next chapter.